Well, good morning. Welcome back to GP Outdoors and here to a beautiful day in central Ontario. Spring's coming. As you can see, I'm cleaning up the yard, getting more pallets, getting my attachments up off the ground, especially as we enter into the muddy season as the spring thaw continues. However, in the past, I used to just throw a chain on the bucket, wrap it around the attachment, and I'd lift it up and drag it around or drop it wherever I need it. But now that I've got pallets, I could certainly use a little bit of help in getting these around the yard. I was out talking to Dave and Kevin Farmer at Farmer Equipment Sales, and as usual, the guys came up with a pretty practical, simple solution. Why don't you grab a coffee, hang out with me, and let's see what we've got. Cheers. You got it. Clamp-on bucket pallet forks. I think this is a great practical option for someone like myself who doesn't have a big need for pallet forks but could use them around the property now and then because they're a little less than half the price of a full set of quick attach pallet forks. Let's take a look at these from Farmer Equipment Sales. They're 46 pounds each. Together they'll take about 2,000 pounds of capacity, but remember that doesn't necessarily mean my bucket can take it, but the forks can take it. They're 46 inches in length with 32 inches of usable length, made with 2 by 3 1/4 inch box construction. Got some very handy handles here for carrying them around, and as well the clamp's got a nice long bar so you can get extra leverage when you're tightening them down. So let's throw them on the bucket and let's test them out. So I know that these pallet forks can take 2,000 pounds, but I honestly have no idea what the bottom of this bucket is going to be able to handle. So what I want to do is I'm going to start out with the lightest implement, which is my rear blade. It's about 285 pounds. I think you probably get about 50 or 60 pounds for the pallet. Well, that was certainly a lot easier than taking the time to wrap chains around the bucket and around the implements to lift them around the property. But I'll have to tell you, I'd be fibbing just a little bit if I didn't tell you I was a little bit worried about throwing pallet forks on the front of my bucket. But I gotta be honest, they worked really well. I think the heaviest one we had was the grapple because I put a lot of extra wood on there, and I think it's pushing around 550 pounds in total. And she was definitely bouncing a little bit as I was going over all the rough ice and the ground. But I took a look at it and jumped off the tractor a few times, and the bottom of the bucket seemed to be fine. And it's now, as you can see, it's just as straight as it was, so it certainly seemed to be able to handle the weight well. And I do like the way these are designed with these blocks back here, because they kind of grip right onto the double steel at the front of this bucket. So they work really well. Really pleased and easy. I can store them in the shed, use them when I need to, and I don't have to spend all that money on a totally full quick attach pallet fork set. So I wanted to put out a special thanks to Dave and Kevin at Farmer Equipment Sales, who once again have provided us with another piece of equipment or an accessory for the tractor that's really handy and practical. Thanks very much, guys. If you like the channel, please click subscribe, hit the like button, and if you want to know when I'm posting videos, just click that little bell. Have a wonderful week with your families, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.